Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for starting your week with us here. I am Louisa here to keep you informed and entertained. 欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给你最新奇、最有趣的新闻。First news in Japan. In the latest effort to put the public finances on a sustainable path and to deal with Japan's rapidly aging society, the government is pushing for a bill backed by Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihiko Noda, which will double the nation's consumption tax by 2015. 日本是世界上老化速度最快的国家，但是劳动人口减少，使得日本政府越来越没有钱照顾老人，因此政府提出要收消费税来增加财政收入，用在老人福利。
Japanese government is said to have decided to tackle the problem of a fast-aging society. The problem echoes the topic of this year's World Health Day, Aging and Health. World Health statistics show that 30% of the Japanese population are over 60, and the ratio is still rising. With decreasing birth rates and the shrinking workforce to support the ever-rising pensioner, Japan faces a serious demographic crisis. Many Japanese people worry if they can receive enough pension to support their life after retirement. To tackle the issue, Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihiko Noda has proposed a consumption tax which can be used to improve the country's welfare system.
ジャパンで助け合い、支え合っていく、その社会保障に充てる税金としては消費税が一番ふさわしいし、法人税や所得税に比べると景気動向に影響されない。Analysts
said that the aging problem is very urgent as social welfare expenditures could reach over $1.8 trillion by 2025, while the aged population could reach 40%.
これがそのままね高齢になっていく人はしょうがないけど、それによってまたお金もこう政府の方にも回っていくからそれでいいんですよ。
World Health Day, under the sponsorship of World Health Organization, is celebrated on April 7th annually. And this year's theme, Good Health Adds Life to Years, focuses on how good health throughout life can help older people lead full and productive lives and be a resource for their families and communities.
And now to other news, and it's all happening just like in the movies. Google has come up with their latest technology called Project Glass, which is an augmented reality glasses that puts the company's web services literally in your face. So soon enough, you'll be able to walk around running errands and living your life without a computer in hand, but with just this. Now let's take a look. Google 最近推出了他们的 Project Glass， 是一副内建摄影机的眼镜，让使用者可以随时收发电子邮件、浏览各种讯息，非常酷炫。不过，这个发明似乎带来一些小问题，我们一起来看看。
Google is getting into fashion with Project Glass. In a video released on Google+, the world's biggest search engine gave a sneak peek at its wearable technology, glasses with a see-through computer screen. The specs would allow users to do things like take photos, get block-by-block directions, or receive a pop-up alert if a friend is nearby. CNET.com senior editor Bridget Carey explains how it works.
Expect the computing muscle power to be connected to the phone you're carrying, the Google Android phone you're carrying, through a Bluetooth connection. And the glasses would be talking to your phone in your pocket and therefore, relaying the information in your line of sight.
The wraparound shades are merely a prototype, but are already sparking controversy over privacy issues. Smartphones can already track a user's activity and whereabouts, but Google's glasses could provide something else, a visual record.
We're kind of like in a wild west right now when it comes to our privacy and what information we're sending out and what companies are doing with it. So these are all questions that Google would have to answer and be very specific about if they were going to launch something like this.
Beyond privacy, there are also questions about practicality.
You look at all the things it could do to benefit your life. Get an alert quick, change your route on the way to work so you're not late. That sounds kind of neat. Or perhaps, getting information about something you're looking at. But then you think, what are all of the bad implications here? Another thing in our faces to distract us while we're driving, while we're talking to our friends. Do we really need something like this?
These questions may or may not be answered. For now, the glimpse into these glasses is like one massive focus group for Google as it gauges responses from consumers and the media. The company is mum on when or whether Project Glass will produce an actual retail product.
And more than 10 years ago, German anatomist Gunther von Hagens took our breath away with his ghoulish exhibit of preserved humans. And now he's expanding his penetrating vision furthermore by applying the same plastination techniques to the animal kingdom. 前几年在台湾展出的人体展，最近制作团队又推出了动物展，将动物的骨骼、肌肉跟血管都完成的保存展现出来，目前正在 London 展出。
Most people are familiar with the sight of German artist Gunther von Hagen's dissected human bodies, and now the same team that behind Hagen's Body World's exhibition has now extended the preservation process to the animal world, giving viewers the opportunity to discover the inner anatomy of smaller mammals such as pigs and goats to larger land animals such as the gorilla and the elephant. The animals have all been stripped of their outer skin and treated to Hagen's famous plastination process, putting on display their muscular skeleton and blood vessels. Called Animals Inside Out, the exhibition at London's Natural History Museum holds some 100 plastinated and capillary specimens from the animal kingdom.
We really want visitors to learn more about the anatomy and physiology of the animals that are on display. It's a really unique chance for visitors to sort of see under the skin of animals and see them in a way that they've never seen them before.
Animals Inside Out opens its doors to visitors today and run until September 16th.
And to the world of entertainment, Irish rock band The Cranberries has kept their words, returning to please our ears at the NTU Sports Center in Taipei this past weekend. Decked out head to toe in black, lead singer Dolores O'Riordan kicked off the night with their smashing hit from 1993 Dreams. Now let's take a listen. 爱尔兰乐团小红美来台开唱，吸引了热情的 fans 捧场，还带来很多经典歌曲，一起来听听吧。 From the past. With more than 20 years being in the music industry, the Cranberries shows no signs of slowing down. The best-selling Irish pop rock band, which rose to international stardom in the 1990s, gave fans exactly what they came for, the chance to reminisce and to remember the good old times. Dreams, then Linger, which became the first major hit for the group in 1993. But besides pulling their early tunes out of the music storage, the Cranberries also performed some new sounds from their 6th studio album titled Roses, marking the band's first studio release in 10 years. The Cranberries is set to perform for the followers in Manila, Philippines And that's it for this edition. I am Louisa Lee, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Now, don't go anywhere. We have the latest weather update coming up, along with more top stories.